Hey guys, Crump here, and we're facing it off against Nick again in part 2 of our 2-series battle. First one was RU, and this one is UU. So let's get, you know, I've brought some different Pokemon, of course, but let's just get started. Why don't we? And I'll just tell you what I brought. All right. So moving forward, kind of just want to say, after this battle, I'm gonna be spending some time breeding some Pokemon. I'll still have videos coming up, but I should be bringing a lot of new Pokemon. Hopefully, it means I'm not gonna be losing as often. But I'm gonna try and play better for you guys. For example, first thing I'm gonna do is take a picture of his team. So I knew I forget to do that. I'm gonna see cringe when I don't. So there it is. And let's see what he's got. He's got Chililescent, Drapion, Machamp, Electros, Regirock, and Sceptile. I don't think it's Mega Sceptile. So I've brought Scrafty, I've brought Toxicroak, I brought Galvantula, I've brought Blastoise, I brought, what's his face, Roserade, and Flygon. So let's see what he's got that can beat my team. Okay, I gotta really be aware of these wind conditions. Usually I'm aware of what the wind conditions are, but narrating makes it a little bit harder. So I'm gonna try and be able to do both. So if I'm a little bit quiet for a second, be easy on me. I'm just thinking, you know. Give me some time to think. I'm gonna try and win these battles, but now I've got 30 seconds left, so I'm being a little bit pressured here, and that's not really good. So I can see the Drapion leading off. So I'm gonna go with Ponyboy here, and Ponyboy is my Scrafty. So let's start the battle. Alright, Nick. You won the first round, but can you win the second? And I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Remember last time I got pretty upset when I lost? So he leads off with Bam Bam, which is good. I'm fine with that. So thinking he's gonna switch or set up rocks, I'm gonna go for a substitute. So let's do that right off the bat, get my sub up, and you know, I specialize more in UU anyways, so I feel more confident doing underused battles, but I'm going to start doing more RU battles too, so I need some time to breed Pokemon, and, you know, just get some more wins under my belt. Had enough of this losing. But he curses, and I substitute, and we're just, yeah, just a couple of walls staring at each other. So he's probably gonna keep cursing. I'm gonna start bulking up, and he might go for an attack and break my sub. I don't know, I feel like not much is gonna get done. So there's the Stone Edge. It's actually good that he Stone Edges, because there's a chance that he can miss. Not very effective, and that stays up, which is looking pretty good on my end. So that happening, I'm gonna go for another. Excuse me. I'm gonna go for another bulk up. So I bulk up, and I'm thinking he's gonna go for a Stone Edge. I might be getting a little bit greedy here. There's a Drain Punch. That's gonna do a lot, and that's gonna take down my sub. So, yep, the substitute faded. And I'm just out here on my own. No hiding behind a sub. So, I'm at +2, so I don't know if I want to switch. I feel like I shouldn't. Switch. So, I'm going to go for a Drain Punch of my own. But it's Stab, and I outspeed. So, let's see how much damage this does. Not a whole lot, but I'm going to get to full. And he's going to go for his own, I'm guessing. There's his own Drain Punch. Will it do more? It does a decent amount. So I decided to speed up the battle right around here because it gets really repetitive actually, and there's a lot of like we curse and then, you know, I go for a bulk up or a Drain Punch and he goes for his own Drain Punch a couple of times. So you can see here I go for a Drain Punch, he goes for a curse, and I get some lefties and he's got lefties as well, so you know, of course, I probably go for another bulk up here, and he goes for some stealth rocks. And yeah, there's a lot of back and forth of setting up, bulking up, substituting, drain punching. Substitute goes down, and I go for another drain punch of my own, trying to get some more damage, and he's trying to get damage, and we're just trying to whittle each other down here, and hopefully emerge victorious. But it goes, you know, it lasts a really long time, so that's why I decided to speed it up, just for my own sake too. You know, it goes incredibly, just for an incredible amount of time. I mean, that's kind of what happens when you set up your two walls against each other, and they start setting up against each other. So, I mean, I guess that kind of happens. You know, I mean, there's a couple of times where I go low in health, and then I restore my own health, and towards the end here, he starts going. I think he starts running out of drain punches actually, and even I'm running out of drain punches too. So that's why I go for a few substitutes, hoping to kind of PP stall him. And I think he's trying to do the same thing, because his other attack he's got is Stone Edge, and obviously Stone Edge isn't very effective against Scrafty. So, you know, we're just kind of waiting each other out here. You know, it takes a long time, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's a good battle, and it comes close to an end around here now. So I go for a drain punch, try and get some health back, and I'm hoping that he can miss a Stone Edge, so I go for another bulk up, hoping that I take one, but I don't. I lose this battle, or not the battle, but I lose this little shenanigan. So it seemed pretty safe to go into like literally anything else. So I'm gonna go to Sokka, finally take this thing down. Gonna Mega Evolve. Stones hit me. That's okay. Gotta go for the Scald. And he's gonna stay in, which is fine. So this thing can finally go down. I don't want to risk dying to this thing, so I Scald. Should take it down. And it does. Great. Fantastic. Perfect. That is over. That whole shenanigan, over. So, seeing that, I don't know what he's going to bring in now. Eel Young, which is this thing. You see a Thunder move coming off. But, or even a Giga Drain. But I don't know what it's going to do. I feel like I'm going to go to Mikhail. Because I feel like, I mean, it was Life Warp in our last battle, so it might be Life Warp once again. And he decides to go for the Giga Drain. To do quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna have to U-turn out of here. Seeing that Giga Drain. U-turn. That's alright. Does a decent amount of damage. Maybe I should have gone for an Outrage. But let's take a look. This thing hits my team pretty hard. I did not see a Life Orb there. I don't recall. So I want to believe it's Spect. So I'm going to Fairbanks, because Fairbanks can take any hit this thing wants to dish out. So that happens. Goes for another Giga Drain, and I'll eat that up just fine. Yep, does nothing. So I'm going to predict him to go for a Volt Switch. Oh wait, no, he is Life Orb. Okay. So seeing that, he's probably going to go for a Flamethrower. In which case, I can still live that because I am specially defensive. So I'm going to Giga Drain. Get some health back. And let's see the Flamethrower. Let me see live that. I'm going to live that. Just fine. And it's going to go not quite down yet, but the next turn it will. So I'm going to Giga Drain. Take it down. Unless he decides to switch out. Makes a hard switch out into Skeptile, possibly. I don't know if he wants to make that switch, fearing the Sludge Bomb. But I'm going to keep Giga Draining here. So, I Giga Drain. It goes down. Things looking good. Promising even. But let's not get cocky here. This thing going down was huge. Now, Roserade... What can Roserade do against this team? I can still take out the Machamp with this thing. So, I might want to preserve this thing a little bit longer. Well, let's see what he's going to switch into. He's going to switch into Swalmates. So, I figure he's got Ice Punch. I need to find out for sure. Oh, excuse me. I've got the hiccups today. Or something. I've got something going on. Anyways, I want to see if this thing's got Ice Punch. So, this thing gets no guard. So I can see a Dynamic Punch happening. I'm gonna go for a Dazzling Gleam. You know, just go for it. There's Ice Punch. I've seen it happen before. Why did I... Okay. It's this sort of place that make me lose. But, on the other hand, it gives me a perfect opportunity to switch into literally any other Pokemon. So, that being said, I can switch into Mikhail, because Mikhail's got the lowest damage, and can't really do much against all these other Pokemon. So, let's bring out Mikhail, do quite a bit of damage on him, if he wants to switch, even. But, I'm going to Outrage, and hopefully take this thing down. So here's Outrage. I'm banded. Can OHKO this thing? Not quite. But it does a decent chunk. That puts me in a pretty good position here, I'd say. I'm going to switch into my Galvantula. Volt Switch out of here. This thing's going to go down. Or... Because I am Spect. So this thing is going to hit hard. I believe... Let's not assume I'm Spect. Let's actually check. And I'm Scarfed. I'm not Spect. I'm sorry. I'm Scarfed. That's okay. This thing can still take it down with a Volt Switch. So let's do it up. Let's get up out of here. And I feel like... Yeah, he's going to stay in. So it goes down. Swalmate is dead. Slowly tearing his team apart. But he's still got 3 big threats on his team. And I've lost 3 of my own. So, probably the best Pokemon I can switch into is Dunce. Considering the fact that it hits his team pretty hard. But I kind of want to preserve it. I don't want to get that Sceptile in here because I know it's going to happen. So I'm going to go into Dunce. So, out pops out Dunce. You can see... Oh, he gets some health back too. Nice. So, you can see why I call him Dunce. He's got a little dunce cap there. He's not the brightest. He just... You know. This is his corner. You know. Grape Drink pops out. And I feel like I know what Grape Drink does. It's got an Earthquake. Or Knockoff. So, seeing that... I kind of want to... What do I want to do? I can go for a Drain Punch. Do neutral damage. Sucker Punch. Won't do a whole lot. Can I live 1? Kind of wish I still had my flag on here. But I could see him going for a knockoff. Predicting me to switch. Though I have my Blastoise. That being said... The Pokemon that hits his team the hardest is going to be my Galvantula. Yeah, that hits his team the hardest is Galvantula. So, let's go for a Drain Punch. Let's do it. Drain Punch, how much are you going to do? Going to do a decent chunk. Not a whole lot. There's a knockoff. Kind of what I predicted. So, didn't overpredict there, which is good. So, going to go for a Drain Punch now. And I can see him going for an Earthquake. But, so let's go for the Drain Punch. get as much damage as we possibly can off of Grape Drank. I might be able to live an Earthquake. I feel like I can't. There's the Earthquake. And I do in fact live. And I think that's pretty huge. The more damage I can get off of Grape Drank, the better. So, go for another Drain Punch. Get a little bit of health back. Not that that's going to matter. Getting health back at this point really isn't all that important. So, there's the Earthquake. Gonna finish up Dunce. So seeing this, let's see. I can switch into Galvantula, take it down, or switch into Sokka. I might switch into Sokka. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna have to go for an Ice Beam, actually. Gonna have to go for an Ice Beam. Just in case I switch into Jellicent? Jellicent? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Jellicent. Would it be best to just go for a Scald? Because this thing, I feel like he's gonna switch. I could take one hit, considering that Earthquake didn't take me down. Might go for a Poison Jab. I kind of want to get... You know what? I'm gonna have to go for... Let's see. I'm gonna go for a Dark Pulse. Let's go for a Dark Pulse. He's gonna withdraw. Kind of what I predicted. Possibly to Jellicent. Neckbeard. Perfect play on my part. So that thing's gonna take a huge amount of damage. Kind of figured he would switch to this thing, because I'm thinking if that's a Mega Scaptile, he's hoping it can outspeed my Galvantula. So I'm gonna go for another Dark Pulse here, and it's gonna go down. Perfect, 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 perfect. So this thing's gonna go down. That's huge. So this is a very close game. Very, very close. Here comes the floor tile. And I'm gonna guess it's a Mega. Now, I'm gonna have to stay in here, unfortunately. And go for an Ice Beam. Would it be worth it for me to stay in, though? He might have the game here. Which at this point... Let's see, what can I do here? I can't lose Galvantula. I'm gonna have to stay in. Galvantula's gonna have to OHKO this thing though. So I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam. It is indeed Mega. So if he goes for maybe a Dragon type move, I think I'll be fine. But let's see what he does. There's the Leaf Storm. It hits. And I don't think I'm gonna survive that. I do not. Probably could have... Special attack does go down. So, if I was expecting this thing, I'd have a bit more confidence that I could take it down. But I'm gonna have to survive 2 hits from this thing. I got Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz could take it down though. And the fact that its special attack went down a whole bunch is huge. So I'm gonna have to keep Bug Buzzing. And hopefully I take it down in 1 hit. So hasn't decided what he's gonna do. Okay, now he's decided. This thing takes it down. And it does. That's a 1-hit KO. Critical hit. Really important critical hit. It may have mattered. I'm not sure if it did. I mean, I don't know. I think Sceptile's pretty fragile. Out comes the Sceptile, or Grape Drank. And if I can 1-hit KO this, then I have a chance. It should do neutral. I feel like I have the game. If this hits, if this takes down, and it does, and I win. Whew. Sorry, Nick. I'm a little bit excited. That was a really close game. That was a really, really good game. 1-0. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Nick. Amazing battle. That was an amazing battle. You know, taking that critical hit might have mattered. I'm not sure. I could try and run some calcs on that and see. But as it stands right now, you know, that was a pretty long start. But after we got through that, the game got really good. The game got really, really good. And, you know, I'm happy with that match. I've been losing a whole bunch. But if that means I get matches like that every once in a while, I don't know. I'm okay with that. But that being said, I'm gonna like next battle. You're gonna be seeing some new mons. You know, I'm gonna train a whole bunch of new guys there. New guys and gals will be appearing in my party, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But man, that battle, switching into Jellicent and making that Dark Pulse move was just, that was a good prediction. You know, that is one that really mattered. You know, taking that Jellicent at that point, I predicted he needed to. I'm so excited. I'm forgetting. I can't even talk. He had to save that Drapion. So, but I didn't think he was gonna switch to the Sceptile. So, you know, that was a good prediction on my part. Letting Jellicent go down. It's unfortunate, but it's a really good game. Really good game, and I hope you guys really enjoyed watching that. And if you did enjoy watching that, hit that like button, subscribe, and you know, check out our other videos. We're just a new channel still. I mean, we probably have a couple videos up by now, but take care. Bye.
Flashlight takes out a really bulky Pokemon, and it's looking pretty good on his debut. So
Nick's nickname game is strong. Norris Sphere goes off, and does a decent amount of damage.